What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Pokemon trailer and taking a look at the interface and the things that it's hiding. So when I say the things that it's hiding, that was just a very fun way for me to say, we can take a look at the interface and analyze everything on it. Sorry if that was misleading at all. It's no doubt that this is by far the cleanest user interface we've ever seen from Pokemon. They have all these pixels to work with, they don't need to rely on shadows to make things look at a higher resolution. Instead, everything could just be flat and beautiful. It's like iOS 6 all over again. And the first screen that we get an image of is when they start talking about the nature mints. On the left-hand side, we can see that we are looking at a Pokemon summary page. And on the Pokemon details is going to be the basic stuff like the Pokemon, its nickname, the original trainer, its level, current experience to the next level. So I don't think we're going to see anything too interesting there. Now that we're on tab number 2, we get this neat little hexagon shape, and this is the Pokemon stats. We don't see in the bottom, I know that the YouTube is covering it a little bit, but we only have B for back. Typically on this page, we have a button that would be able to see the effort values of a Pokemon. I don't know if that's still going to be a thing. And then below that, we have Dynamax level. Right here is a gauge of 10 icons for the Pokemon's Dynamax level. There's no real specific idea as to what a Dynamax level is. I mean, I've heard some hearsay and some rumors going around, but the only thing that would make sense to me is from the trailers that we've seen so far, when a Pokemon Dynamaxes, it gets more health, like its actual health goes up a little bit, and between the different trailers, there was an inconsistent amount. So I'm starting to think that the Dynamax level gauges how much health your Pokemon gets when it Dynamaxes. Maybe every little dot right here is 10% to the point that when it Dynamaxes, it doubles its HP. How it increases its Dynamax level, I have no idea. Maybe it's done through training, or maybe it's just done through Dynamaxing a lot, or maybe in the max raid battles, there's an item that increases the Dynamax level. There's a good chance that they would make an item like that, because now they have all these experience candies, and they have the rare candies, so maybe Dynamax candies. I have no idea. The third icon is a little star and a small little bag next to it. I'm going to say these are moves that you can see the Pokemon's attacking moves. Pretty basic. Next we have what appears to be a notepad with a pencil. I'm gonna say this is the nature and the details page that goes over how the Pokemon met you, where it met, what level it met, if it traveled through time and space, as well as its nature and how it acts. And then lastly, we have ribbons, which ribbons is a neat return. I wonder if it's going to be able to support all the ribbons from previous games, or if there's going to be a new set of ribbons. We haven't seen anything as far as like a beauty competition. I doubt they would bring that back. Maybe the battle tree, there's specific ribbons that you can get, and for other things in the game. And then we take a look at the bag menu. And I never thought that we'd be analyzing a bag as much, but hey, it's YouTube and people literally make videos reviewing backpacks, right? At the top, we have what appears to be a potion, so I'm going to assume these are recovery items. We have a Pokeball. This is the Pokeball's pocket. We have 2 Pokeballs and a little POW. So I'm going to say these are battle items, like X attack, X defense. We have what appears to be a berry. So I'm going to assume that's the berries pocket, because we're going to have a lot of berries in this game with what we've seen from the curry cooking. Other items, which the item is literally a rare candy. So in here, we're going to have our Eevee items like zinc. We're going to have our mints to change the nature of Pokemon. Here we have bright powder. So I assume this is also going to be the held items like leftovers, razor claws, protectors. All of that's going to be in here. Next, we have discs, and these are for TMs. Obviously, I wouldn't think it's anything else. This is a weird one. It's a circle with a little shine to it, meaning it's made of metal. Is that a nugget? Do we have a separate pocket for nuggets? And oh, for valuable items. So like stardust, the various mushrooms that you get, all the items that are sold to people and have no real value to you as a trainer, that's probably where that would go. We're gonna come back to that. And last we have key items. Key items like your bicycle and fishing rod, stuff like that. This one, I've actually stared at this a while. And at first I thought it was like some sort of painting, but then I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. And then I realized that it's a spoon on a plate. So these are your curry items. What have we seen so far? The meats or sausages? So maybe your actual ingredients for curry are gonna go there, which would be nice. We see the money in the top right corner. Money. Later on, when we start to talk about the daycare center for Pokemon and the moves that can be transferred over, we get confirmation that this icon is for the moves. And then right here, we get our first look at the PC, or just the Pokemon boxes in general. We have all the Pokemon here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 5, so every box still holds 30 Pokemon. It has not increased. At the top, we have sort Pokemon, what appears to be items, and then maybe battle teams. At the top left, with the Y button, we go from select to swap Pokemon to group all Pokemon, which was the best thing that they ever added to sort out your Pokemon boxes. We also have search down here, which is really nice, and we have box list. So it looks like we're gonna be able to just grab a Pokemon, click on box list, see all the boxes, drop one in there. I think it'd be healthy to assume that it's still gonna go by the same idea as Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. You start with 8 boxes. If you have 1 Pokemon in every box, it doubles to 16, so on and so forth. What was the max amount of boxes? I think it was 30. 30 boxes was the cap, 900 Pokemon. That sounds right. I remember once I filled my living decks, it got very, very tight in there. So yeah, 30 boxes makes sense. Wonder if that's increased. And then the last thing right here that I wanted to talk about for a second is the Exp Candy Extra Large gave the Pokemon 30,000 experience points. It went from level 51 to 53. And to gain 2 levels like that quickly, at level 50, it's kind of impressive. And that's a Dragon Pokemon, which has generally the slowest growth group. I think that these EXP candies are gonna really change the game. Like, think about this. If you're going into a gym that your team kind of isn't situated around, you walk up and you're like, oh, I'm a fairy type user, and you realize that your entire team is weak to fairy or just not strong to fairy. You don't have any really good steel or who's weak to steel and gosh, something else. I can never remember fairy type. Poison, that's it. I never use poison type Pokemon. So say for example, you don't have a good poison or steel Pokemon or any good steel or poison moves. You can just look at your PC, find a Pokemon that has that type advantage and has the moves you want. You just give him one of these candies and boom, he goes from level 30 to level 50. And now he's ready for this gym. I think that would be a game changer. Cause like in the past, if you needed to do something like that, rare candies are very rare to come by, hence the name. And you would have to go around and train up that one Pokemon or just kind of, you know, brute force your way through the gym. But now you can actually be a little bit smarter about it. And since you're gonna get access to the wild area very early in the game, I assume you're gonna have a large amount of Pokemon to choose from. And I don't know if they're gonna tell you up front where is the first gym. So down here at the bottom is going to be where we first start off the game in this yellow roofed house right here, because it's the only one that fits what we've seen for our house. We know that we entered this crazy mysterious forest at the beginning, and then we go around this area. And the purple house is important. The professor lives there, and I assume this area is gonna kind of be the tutorial. And then we're gonna get into the train, and the train is gonna bring us here. Then we have to go through the wild area to this big old steampunk city, right? Our first gym might be in the steampunk city, or we need to leave through this path right here into the mountain, and then come out here with the first gym, which is the grass gym. Praise to the space chicken. We make our way to the right to the water gym, and then we come back down. Is this another mine? Because there's another walking path here through the mountain. You want to have 2 mines at the beginning of the game. And then we come back here. If this is grass and this is water, maybe this is fire. Maybe they did that. That'd be neat. And then we head up from there back into the wildlands to this super big city, or maybe we take the train there, I don't know. Over here we have our fighting or ghost gym. There's some crazy stuff back there. I don't see anywhere way out of this super deep forest, which is the Fairy Psychic Forest that we got our 24-hour trailer of. But over here we have something, and over here we have something, and I assume in this giant city we have something. So that's 8 gyms, and then up there's Pokemon League. Done. Boom, we cracked the code. I don't know, guys. I'm just really excited for this game. I just want to like look and analyze every single piece of information that we have. Official information that we have. Not looking at leaks and spoilers and pictures that Nintendo doesn't want us to look at. Alright guys, I'm wrapping this up. If you're excited for Pokemon Sword and Shield, do me a favor, hit the like button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. If there's anything that you think I got wrong or anything that you think could be different, leave a comment down below. Until next time, Austin John out.